Got everything that you want. You've got your BOSE surround sound system, you've got your fixed panoramic roof, you've got heated seats, you've got all the usual suspects that you would want. 18-way electric sport seats with memory function on both sides, so you've got 3 settings, so you can have it in 3 different variants. Heated seats to the front. We're going to spend a little bit of time actually going into what the Porsche Taycan can and can't do. So for everyone out there that doesn't know what it can do and they'll think, oh, that's just a standard specification. Yeah, it might be, but you might not know that the car can do it. So on the interior of the Porsche Taycan, you've got your main digital cockpit screen here. You've got a digital display here, obviously one where you would usually have one in a car. There is an option to have a passenger display, but nobody really goes for this option because it doesn't really do a right lot. So on the lower screen, you've got your dual zone climate control settings all down here. You've got heated seats as well, which you can control there. You press this button, it shows you how much range is left in the vehicle and what percentage you've got. And you can also open up your charging ports as well from inside the vehicle as well. And when the car is on charge, this will show that the car's on charge as well, so you're not guessing if it is or isn't on charge. You can open the front bonnet, you can open the boot as well from here, so it's just easier to get into, so you're not having to faff around with your key when you get out. And again, you can open the charging ports from this menu as well. You can control your volume settings from down here as well, so you're not having to reach around. It's quite nice and easy whilst you're driving, just to go up and down your volume settings there, so if you want to turn it down. And you can also, if you click this button, this option on the vehicle is the 360 surround, so you've got a bird's eye view as you can see here, and you've also got your reversing camera naturally, but that is an option on the vehicle as well, so you can just turn that on there. If you're in a position where you're parking, you don't know if you've got enough space, you can turn that on and you can see what's in and around you. You can change the view of the camera, so you can focus in on certain elements just to make sure that you're not going to hit the curb and scuff your nice alloys, or indeed reverse back into something. So again, in terms of parking the vehicle or daily use of the vehicle, this car is very, very well set up to ensure that it's an easy drive. Up onto the top screen, you can connect your phone up naturally for your Bluetooth settings and all your other kind of things that you would expect, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Your satellite navigation's on there as well. It's just a very, very easy car. Everything is just where it should be. If you click on the car button down at the bottom, you've got your different driving modes. So you can go from range, which obviously will make sure you get the maximum amount out of your charge, normal, sport and sport plus, as you would always expect on a Porsche. That's the usual settings. If you go on to the chassis settings, you've got normal, sport and sport plus. So if you go through them, it will just stiffen up the suspension and the dampeners to make sure it's a more controlled and hard ride. And the chassis level as well, so you can lift the vehicle. So if you're going over some kind of dodgy or rough terrain, then you can lift the vehicle up to make sure that you're definitely not going to scrape the bottom of the vehicle. That's a beautiful extra to have. Very, very handy as well on these performance Porsche vehicles or performance electric vehicles. Recuperation modes, that's obviously on your regenerative braking, so you can actually turn that off because some people don't like that, or you can leave it on, which a lot of people do because it'll get your battery levels back to where it should be. And you've got the electric sport sound as well, which people like. Again, everything you'd expect from a Porsche, especially a performance Porsche. So you've got your different chassis modes, you've got your different driving modes, and you can also, with it being an electric vehicle, recoup all that wasted energy through the brakes back into your battery, so you're not having to charge up more often than you would usually have to. So that's your two main screens there where you've got the things going on. Now onto the top screen here, you've got your range directly in front of you, and you've also got your speedometer straight in front of you, so you know exactly what speed you're doing and you can't either be caught short getting a speeding fine. You've also got traffic sign recognition, so this shows up just here and that'll pick up from the cameras that are built into the car. Now either side of the speedometer you have two other dials, so you can flick through your assistance systems, your traffic sign recognition, so it'll go straight in there, so it's bigger and you can see it more easily. You've got a G-force setting if you wanted to see what G's you were getting round corners, or even if you put it onto a track potentially. And then as usual in a Porsche, you have your tyre pressure monitors as well there. Now if you flick over onto the right side of the screen, you've got your satellite navigation. Nothing's showing up at the moment, obviously because we're off-road. but then if you flick down, you can put a trip into there, so you can set your route up. You've got your sport chrono system on here, and you also, so you can have that starting when you're doing laps. And stop that there, reset. And then you've also got your drive modes, which you can flick through. You can go into your media, so when you've got your Spotify or your radio on, that can show up there instead. And then just general information about the vehicle. So all these things are very, very much things that Porsche have had on their vehicles for a very, very long time now. So they've just incorporated it into this one as well. Moving on to the centre as well. So where I told you had your speed, you've got your power meter, which is already there. Then you can actually have the larger map showing there, and your speed will then go up to the top here, out of the way, which makes it nicer if you've got the sat nav on. You've got an extended map version, so then it opens up the screen to a bigger view. Again, speed at the top and your traffic sign recognition there. And then you can have a reduced display, which blanks everything out, and you've just got your speed. So again, the options are endless with this vehicle. They make it just so you can customize it to exactly how you want, how you drive, what you want to see, how you want to be driving. It's all there and you can do it. The steering wheel naturally is automatic, the buttons under there. You've got your usual things, you've got your cruise control, you've got your speed limiter and your Bluetooth. You expect all that anyway. And obviously you've got the sport chrono system, so you've got your sports chrono stopwatch up there as well. So moving to the rear of the vehicle, again, you've got the beautiful black detailing. You've got the Taycan GTS badging in gloss black as well. It is beautiful, there's no doubt about it. But in terms of practicality, it has all the practicality as well. So into the rear of the vehicle, you've got compartments either side which are quite cavernous. You've also got a 12-volt socket just to the right-hand side. You've got this big case here, which clips in at the rear so it doesn't fly around. But in there, you have got all your cables and things that you need for your charging, for your home charging. That's all still in its bubble wrap, so we're not going to take it out because the next owner will want to see it nice and new. But then down here as well, you've got a hidden load space. And again, there's another charging cable down there as well, and additional space once you take the cable out. So on the actual tailgate itself, you've obviously got your buttons to then shut the boot and lock the vehicle while the boot's open, just to ensure safety and security at all times. It's a high value asset, but it's stunning and it's beautiful. We're going to have a look at the front boot as well now, because you've got, again, more space in there. You've got all the space you could ever want. Come with me. So again, into the car, you press the button at the front. This can all be operated from the key fob as well. So don't worry, you don't have to keep getting in the car. If you have your key on you, you can just do it from there. Into here, you've got your washer fluid, which you would normally have to top up. Hidden away, you've got your tyre inflation kit. Hopefully you'll never have to use the towing eye. You've got a warning triangle, a Porsche warning triangle, and your locking wheel nut is in there as well. And again, the space is what we're focusing on. You could get quite easily a good weekend bag in there if you're going away. It's big enough for that. There is space everywhere on the vehicle. It's beautiful, it's practical, and in terms of a business purchase, it would make absolute sense with it being electric, VAT qualifying, and delivery mileage. Why don't you get in touch with us here today at Kingsbridge Performance and 4x4 and let me go through all the benefits with you as to why this car would be beautiful outside your home.